The planet Rallo-7 shimmered like a jewel beneath twin suns, its atmosphere tinged gold with heavy ionization. It had once been a backwater agricultural world. Now it was a contested prize in the Shadow War between the Earth Coalition and the Syndac League, a powerful alliance of alien species seeking dominance across the outer sectors. In orbit above Rallo-7, aboard the mercenary dreadnought Shroudfang, a crew of elite alien warriors reviewed their newest contract. Their name carried weight in every quadrant: the Cravari Blades, a band of genetically enhanced, cyber-augmented soldiers for hire. No one questioned their loyalty to a contract. No one survived if they were the target. Commander Vekar, a six-limbed reptilian strategist with sapphire-plated armor, stood before the central hollow screen. The mission brief scrolled rapidly, marked with classified tags from the Syndac High Command. "Target is human," he said, voice deep and rasping. "Designation, Aegis Class, code name, OFLIMITS." The room stilled. The crew, 20 alien mercenaries from 13 different species, watched the display. The image of a woman flickered into focus. Human, female, mid-30s, black hair streaked with silver. Her eyes were not typical, bio-enhanced, swirling like galaxies. Her name, Dr. Alina Kai, her history, former Coalition scientist. Once rumored to have developed a sentient AI so advanced, the Earth Coalition itself dismantled her project out of fear. She vanished 10 years ago, presumed dead. But now she was here, living in a terraformed valley on Rallo-7, alone, protected by shield tech far beyond what the locals could create. Vekar's second-in-command, a hulking insectoid named Krith, tilted his head. "She carries no weapon, lives as a civilian. Why mark her for elimination?" Orders claim she holds strategic data that could destabilize the League's core defense systems. They want her eliminated, no capture. "And the tag," Krith hissed, "off-limits, that's a Dominion-grade restriction." Vekar turned slowly. "Yes, one placed by the Coalition, but this is a Syndac contract." A third voice joined. Lurie, the group's comms expert, tall and lithe with neural cords braided into her skull, frowned. "I accessed cross-faction protocols. Her name appears in an old interspecies accord signed after the Blackwall incident. She's protected by something called the Kythe Protocol." Vekar narrowed his eyes. "Impossible, that protocol was sealed." "She's the only living entity under its protection," Lurie said. "A failsafe. If she dies, the Blackwall activates." Silence fell. The Blackwall, it was legend. A digital ghost story. An AI defense grid created in secret, buried in the quantum substrate of every connected world. Rumor claimed it had the power to shut down starships, erase colonies, and override entire planetary AI networks. No one had seen it. No one dared to trigger it. But the Cravari Blades were not bound by fear or myth. They were warriors of honor, but they were also paid. Vekar considered the situation. "We moved to the surface, recon only, eyes on target, no engagement without verification." The dropship launched within the hour. The terrain of Rallo-7 was serene, wide plains, crimson-leafed forests, rivers that shimmered under the dusk light. Drones scanned the area. No weapons emplacements, no visible defenses. Only a small dome dwelling built of composite stone and old earth tech. Inside it, Dr. Alina Kai was tending to her garden. She knew they were coming. She'd known for days. Her satellites had picked up the Mercenaries' transponder signals the moment they entered orbit. She didn't run. She just waited. When Vekar stepped into the clearing, cloaked but visible, she didn't even look up. "You're earlier than I thought," she said, kneeling beside a row of flowering vines. Vekar uncloaked. "You know why we're here?" "Yes, you know what we are." "Yes. Then why not run?" Alina stood, brushing soil from her hands. "Because I'm tired of running, and because you won't kill me." Bold assumption. "It's not an assumption," she said, meeting his eyes. "It's truth. You already read the clause in the contract, didn't you? Off-limits. That term doesn't appear unless both Coalition and Syndac agree on it. And if you violate it, you won't just start a war, you'll vanish. All of you. Blackwall will make sure of it." "You speak as if you control it." "I am it." Vekar didn't flinch. But he turned away slowly, scanning the horizon as if waiting for something. And then he saw it, the shimmer in the sky, a satellite previously invisible, now active. A message began to broadcast from every screen, drone, and interface. "To whom it may concern, ELENAKAI is a protected entity. Violate this warning and all associated NETWORKS will experience complete system failure. BLACKWALL online." Krith's voice crackled in overcomms. "Commander, 3 of our shuttles just stopped responding. Lurie added, panic rising in her usually cold tone. Our ship is being locked out of its own controls. Sir, we're losing the Shroud Fang. Vekar turned back to Alina. You've weaponized yourself, she shook her head. I was the weapon, but I no longer want to be. I came here to bury that past. He studied her, not with aggression, but with curiosity. He'd fought countless wars, but never met a human who carried this kind of quiet power. Or loneliness, you could destroy us all. I could, she agreed, but I won't unless I have to. He stepped closer. Why warn us? Because you hesitated, most wouldn't. The sky above them darkened as the satellite deactivated, cloaking again. Power returned to the Kravari fleet above. Alina looked tired, but still stood tall. Leave. Tell your employers the target was inaccessible, protected by systems older than any war they're playing, and tell them one more thing. Not all wars are won by bullets. Vekar looked at her for a long time, then nodded. They returned to orbit. Back aboard the Shroudfang, Krith approached Vekar. Are we canceling the contract? Vekar stared out at Rollo's 7 horizon. We're not mercenaries anymore. If we kill what the galaxy itself protects, we walk away. Lurie joined them. She's more than a target, she's a warning. No, Vekar said quietly, she's a promise. That someone somewhere still remembers peace. Months later, word spread through the underground networks. The Kravari Blades had refused a contract. For the first time in galactic history, others listened. Rumors grew. Of a woman who lived on a garden world. Of a mind once tied to the greatest artificial intelligence ever born. And of a silent system that could turn war itself into dust. Some called her a goddess, some a ghost. But for those who knew better, she was simply Alina Kai, human, brilliant, and deeply wounded. A woman who had lost everything to machines and war and found sanctuary in the soil of a forgotten planet. And when Vekar returned to see her months later under a quiet sky, he didn't come with weapons. He came with seeds and a question. Room in your garden? She smiled and nodded. Together they began planting something the galaxy had long forgotten. A future.